Hi, I'm Brenda Ellis, author of Artistic Pursuits, an art curriculum for grades preschool through high school. When your parents travel to a new city, they usually look at maps to find distances between the hotel, the airport, and the amusement destinations. And from that map, they make a plan so that their trip works well. Did you know that artists make plans too? Artists make plans for each drawing right on the drawing paper. Now, every drawing starts with a plan. It's a type of map of some sort. I know a lot of you have been introduced to the idea that we start with the small things, like the eye of this squirrel, and we work out from there. And the problem with this is that when we spend a lot of time on something like the eye, and then we work out from there without having thought of the whole space of the page, we can often end up with something like this tail going off the edge. And that gets really frustrating because you've spent a lot of time on a certain part of the drawing. So what I want to do today is show you the different types of plans that artists make. Some are very quick and simple. So the first one, the plan identifies the outside edge. And we've already talked about this. We look at the edge of the object, and that's where we draw the line. And so the line will make sure that the object is within the space of the page. And a simple line like this is very easy to change if you find that your line is going off the edge. Another way that artists make plans is to look at shapes. Now, I like to do this when I'm drawing animals or landscapes because trees often have roundish shapes and many animals have round shapes. And so what we're doing is we're looking at the round shape of the hip, we're looking at another round shape of the head, we're looking at a round shape here on the tail, and we focus on the placement of those shapes to each other. And so what these circles do is they'll tell us where we're going to put the head. But if we've made a mistake here, it's very easy to erase a simple shape and change the position. So that's a good way to make a plan. Now, some people really want to get right into their drawing, and sometimes it's very appropriate to just make a few marks. So another type of plan is just adding marks at the top, the bottom, and from side to side. And these marks identify the length and the width. And so they are just very simple ways to say it's this tall, this is where the bottom ends, side to side, this is all going to fit on the space of the page, and then you know where to draw into, and you can kind of judge your space by that. So today, join me as we take a look at how to make a plan for our artwork. A good plan ensures you that all the effort that you put into your work is going to pay off in the end. Toys, garden figurines, find a small animal to draw. Our plan today will be to make circle and oval shapes that are the right size and in the right position to help us draw an animal figure. We might use a circle for the whole body. We can draw an oval to show the head, a small circle for the bunny's upper lip, and an oval to define the big ears. Sit your animal figure above the paper and look at it as you draw. For the plan, I draw the shapes that I see. I look at the shapes and change the position of the upper lip. I identify two more shapes that become front paws. Now as I look more closely at the body, I think I've made this shape too large. Don't you? He's a very stuffed little bunny. Well, my new line is better. I'll erase the line of the back that I don't need anymore. As I redraw the edges of the ears, I pay attention to the edge, which is a bit different than my first shapes. So I'm refining the edge, making it closer to what I see. The details like eyes go in last, not first. That way I make sure the eye is positioned correctly within the shape of the head. It looks like my plan has worked pretty well for me today. So for you, make a plan and then draw. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed learning to draw from observation. Be sure to sign up on our email list so that you can receive notifications of each new lesson. I'll see you next week.